So it's Dave Lockwood. Welcome to our daily vlog. This is, I think this is like episode 52. And what I wanted to talk to you about today was we've been doing the YouTube channel since about October. We actually started some stuff around August. I went through the channel Jumpstart training with Daryl Ives, and I did that after I read his book. And I really honestly didn't know much about YouTube back then. I had heard a lot about it, and I knew that it could create exposure and goodwill for us. And I knew that we wanted to grow our channel or grow our business. So growing a channel just seemed like the logical way of doing that, and it would open up a lot of doors. I also felt like that what we do, I remember it's kind of like I pinched myself, we would be doing something and I think, man, I wonder how many people ever get to see something like this, or how many people get to experience something like this, or how many people get paid to go pick this up and they get $5,000 worth of stuff and they just got paid $1,000 to pick it up. And I started thinking, boy, that's really crazy. And then what happened is we opened up our, it's not really a store, it's more or less an online store. So what we did is we opened up Reuse It Pros. Back then we just called it Logan's List Bonita Springs. And what we did is we took stuff that we got and we put it on Craigslist. And this is before we ever used Facebook Marketplace, and we used eBay. And I was excited every time a new person would show up that hadn't seen this, and they'd be like, oh my God, this is amazing, blah, 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 blah. And it would be all this stuff. And I'm like, and I was thinking, man, that's the way I feel. And I can't begin to tell you how many times people said, you should make a YouTube channel. You should make a YouTube channel. I heard that, let's say 50 times in 10 years. Okay. Now, I didn't know much about YouTube before I did. And the way I did it is I read a book by Daryl Ives, and then I reached out to Daryl Ives about getting some inside information that I didn't know, that wasn't in his book, specific information that I wanted to know. And then from there, I got introduced to Channel Jumpstart. I went to Vid Summit. I literally didn't know anything about YouTube. And I talked to Daryl. One of my first things I asked him was, dude, I'm 58 years old, 59 years old. Is there a market for guys like me? And he's like, absolutely. He said, you have to be you, and you're going to have people who love you for being you, and you're going to have people that don't like you for being you. You got people who are being different about you being you. But you need to be you, because certain people are going to be attracted to that. So here we are. So I think we're probably over 220 videos total between our three channels. We've got Remove It Pros Junk Removal, Remove It Pros Pure Entrepreneur, and then we have Remove It Pros Demolition, which is our edutainment stuff, and our main channel. The other two channels came from Daryl saying you shouldn't dilute your channel with these other things that you're kind of getting off, they call them buckets. So what he suggested is that I take the vlog part of what I was doing and not put it on that same channel, because what he said is it was going to make too many notifications. And a lot of people are not going to be interested in the vlog part that are interested in the edutainment. At least that's the way I understood it. Now we're going to start promoting this book, and I'm already actually started promoting it somewhat. I have a book cover that I ran by the community, and some of the stuff on the book cover. I got some really interesting insights. I was kind of happy with it until I got some responses, and I'm like, I think I could do better. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on that book cover and also the book itself. The guys that are writing the book, I shouldn't say writing it. They're not writing it. They're editing it, and they're going too slow. And I'm pestering them, saying, come on. So they're telling me that they would have this done in a certain amount of time. Well, at the pace they're going at, it's going to take 6 months. Well, I'll just pull it back and edit the rest of it myself. I mean, between the software that's out there, and I started writing a third book on how to do the repurposing that we do, how we make the money doing the repurposing and how it works and how to do it and all the little secrets, the little things that make it work. A lot of people would say what we're doing doesn't work, and I'm right. They're right for them. I'm telling you it works because we did it, and not only did we do it, we've grown into a fairly decent sized company, and we're using the same business model as we did back then, just at a larger scale. So today I'm having breakfast down at Wahoo Willie's, duck down there. I like eating there. It's just real close to the water. It's really nice. It's kind of a new thing. They opened up right before Hurricane Ian hit, and they're having their weekly meeting with the mayor. There's a place called Beach Talk Radio here, or a guy, it's Ed Ryan, him and his wife. And what they do is they just keep everybody up to speed on what's going on Fort Myers Beach Island. And they do a great job, and we appreciate them a lot. Me being a resident, people are going to be likely to use us here because you like to use people from the island if you can. You like people who work on the island. You prefer them. Why? It's a weird little thing, a little cliquey thing, kind of like being in the club. So I'm talking to him, and I find both these guys sitting here trying to figure out how to get me business, which is awesome. I love it. I love it. So the goodwill and the community outreach and doing some things for the island that people really appreciate, like we droned the whole island. We've done some stuff on Hurricane Debbie. Wasn't a hurricane here, it was a tropical storm here, but some of that stuff, we're actually going to put another video out on that too. They're cleaning up the beaches and show you that. It's kind of interesting. So it's pretty cool. So we had a video with Wink News. They wanted to walk through this big building we're going to be starting. We're going to be starting that building, and that building is going to be torn down with a high reach excavator. So that should be very fascinating to see. And let's see, let's go back to the same thing. Okay, I keep reinserting myself back into Facebook ads, back into Google ads, Facebook ads, Google ads, learning how to expand and to get more reach. Talking to a lot of people, and they're like, I see your videos. I have like 5 or 6 different videos running right now that are little commercials for our business, and they tell you all about our business, including the repurposing. We're busier this year than we were last year with running more crews for longer into the year. Our season is coming to an end the closer we get to November. Last year we were running, I think 13 crews. This year we're between all the crews and the complete demo, the building teardown crews are running 20 still, which is pretty good. It's keeping more people working. People are saying this is a declining market. We're not seeing it here. It's kind of like we live in a cocoon. People are talking about, and I see it all over the internet, that prices are coming down. Guess what? On Fort Myers Beach, they're not. They're going up, even with all this devastation. So the same amount of people that hate the fact that we lost our character, all these beautiful little bungalows and cottages, they're all gone. A lot of the color. A lot of stuff that people are building back, they're cottage looking, they look Key Westish, muy bueno, and it's going to be a whole new thing. All the developers are probably been looking for stuff like this. They can come into an area and have a whole clean palette and build some really magnificent stuff. So I'm pro demo. I'm a changeaholic. I'm pro development. At the same time, I'm going to miss those little cottages and stuff too. I lived in one of them for 2.5 years. It was kind of fun down towards the other end of the island. So that's pretty much it. So we're getting some traction in different ways, and I'm learning more about the Google AdWords and the Facebook ads. I'm waiting another couple days. I'm going to go back in and I'm going to analyze what's working, what's not, and start to make some changes again. So it's Remove It Pros Demolition. This is our journey expanding into a new marketplace into Sarasota, and putting out a junk removal book, a demolition book, and then a book on how to repurpose. So it's Dave Lockwood, Remove It Pros Demolition, and I'll see you on the next video.